What's up, guys? It's chicken processing day. Feel free to click away now. If this is not your thing, that's totally fine. We're going to bring you along today. We do raise our own meat birds. We raise Cornish cross, have been for almost 4 years now. Have not bought any chicken from the grocery store in that time. We do raise the Cornish cross breed. We've tried the Red Rangers. The Cornish cross, in our opinion anyway, as far as flavor and financially, are the better option for us at this point. Now I realize this is not a sustainable breed due to you do have to rely on the hatcheries for the chicks, but right now we're able to get them from the hatcheries. We have to go to eating backyard roosters, but we're able to do that too. So what you see going on here is the scalding and plucking process. Andy does the scalding and the plucking, and I do the dispatching and the, I guess you'd call it evisceration of the chickens. So we start super early in the morning, that way we can beat the heat, beat the sun, makes everything go a lot smoother. We do choose to raise our own meat birds because we like to know where our food comes from. We like not having to depend on somebody for our proteins. For years, we've raised our own beef and our own pork. And back in 2020, we said, heck, why can't we raise our own chicken too? So that's when we started this. Now, one option I do like to give our customers and ourselves as well is a fresh, never frozen option. So I know people get fresh chicken at the grocery store, but let me just tell you, if you are raising Cornish cross or you know somebody that does and you've never had one that is fresh, man, y'all ain't never had no good chicken. I'm just gonna tell y'all, that is one of my favorite parts about raising our own chicken is that fresh chicken. It's a whole nother level. And now you may say, why is it different than fresh chicken from the grocery store? Well, y'all, that chicken's got to be transported to the grocery store, okay? And who knows where it's coming from. Look at my little man. He's mowing the yard while we were working on the chickens. But a lot of times, I was doing some research about it, and a lot of times the fresh chicken you get from the grocery store is about 5 days old, roughly. So during that 5-day period, a lot of times they have to put that chicken in ice water, and they have to add bleach to that ice water so bacteria does not grow during that 5-day process. So during that time, while that chicken's in that water for 5 days, it is zapping all the flavor from your chicken. And plus, I don't really want bleached chicken. That's just me. So I highly encourage you to try to find you a farmer that does offer fresh chicken and try that at least once in your life. It's truly worth it. Now, another big question that I get is, where we do process all of our own meats, is how do my kids take it? Y'all, they really don't know any better. Maggie's favorite food is chicken, and she is totally fine with helping with chicken processing. She gets excited that we're going to have more fresh chicken. She just knows that that's where her food comes from, and that's just kind of the way we've raised them, just the same way with the beef and the pork. They know why those animals are there, and so they just know that's what they're there for. They know that's where our food comes from, just like it was coming out of the garden. She knows that these are the chickens we raise for this very reason right here. Now, you can see me here parting up a chicken. I don't usually sell it this way. I do this for us. Just makes for a little quicker meal to go out and grab, some chicken wings, some chicken breasts, instead of having to take the time to cut them up after I thaw them out, which I do that too. But anyways, we did 49 chickens on this day. We started with 52. This is from Valley Farms Hatchery.
The last 2 going in the pluck.
So anybody that's ever raised these Cornish cross, you know that that's a good ratio there. With this breed, you're bound to lose at least a couple, but we've been more than pleased with Valley Farms Hatchery, and I highly recommend that you check them out. We've used them for the last 2 years now, and those are the best meat birds that we've ever raised is from them as far as health goes, the way they grow, and of course I think the feed has a lot to do with it too. We feed Sunrise Farms non-GMO meat bird feed, and it does awesome. But we're doing the last few chickens here. I like to do it kind of like an assembly line. It just makes things go a little bit quicker. But I want to encourage you today that you can do this. You know, Butcher Day is not anybody's favorite day, no homesteader's favorite day, you know, because you are taking a life, and we do thank God for every one of these chickens that gave their life that we would have something to eat. But it's just part of it. You know, Grandma had to go out there and get her own chicken because she didn't have a grocery store to go to get it, you know. And so I just kind of look at it that way, because we've become so disconnected of where that chicken came from that we're buying. Now that everything's chilled out, we're getting them bagged up. These right here are some of my favorite heat sealed bags. I'll drop a link to these. I actually found them on Amazon a couple years ago. I've tried some other brands, but these are our favorites anyway.
Yeah, these work a lot better than some of the ones we've had.
Yeah. So Andy and Maggie are working on bagging, and me and Jacob are running them back and forth to the fridge. So I guess my point is, when I go to thaw out one of these chickens, when we eat this chicken, I know exactly where it came from. I know the work that got put into it and the love that got put into these chickens while they were here on our farm. And it makes you appreciate that meal so much more. It really does. And the same with our kids. You know, Maggie really appreciates these chickens. She knows the work that goes into them. So guys, when we get done bagging these chickens here, I had to run inside and start my second job. Y'all know how that is as a mom. So I had to get supper fixed.
Y'all know that's a good feeling. Last chicken. Let's go up here and see what the average weight of them all was. What's the weight been on them so far?
Between 4 and 5 pounds.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So they've been right on. Perfect.
They weren't as big as we thought they were.
No, they've been perfect actually.
Good.
So I was worried about that, but they've all been pretty. There's been no extremes.
Good.
They've all been about 4.8 to about 5.2. So
good.
That's one thing I've noticed about this feed that we've been feeding the last couple of years.
Yeah, you get a consistent chicken weight.
Yeah.
Well, that makes us feel better, because we were afraid they were all getting big, and
which I did. Now, granted, I cut up the biggest ones that I saw. I did part those.
That's true. I forgot about that.
So,
but most of them, though, we were still worried they were going to be like 6 and 7 pound chickens. They looked a lot bigger than that.
Which we don't care.
Well, yeah, we personally don't care. We like big chickens. It's our customers who don't like big chickens. They like the 4 to 5 pound range, and I guess because of price and because of they just don't want the big chicken. I don't know. So Megan and Jacob have been up here labeling everything. That's a hard word to say.
Yep.
It's okay if you have a little bit of wrinkles.
Jacob's pretty good at putting labels on. It's not easy on these curved chickens, is it?
Mm-mm.
Well, me and Maggie found out that we was pretty good at packing them.
Y'all must be. Y'all flew. Yeah, y'all flew.
It's teamwork here. Involve your kids, man. We couldn't do it without them. They help out a ton.
I've been also mowing today. You can see that in the beginning of this video.
Yes, Jacob mowed the yard today. Probably for the last time. Don't you think so, Jacob?
Probably.
But I tell you what, Jacob, you found your niche now.
Mm-hmm. This is what I'm going to be doing every time.
You're a labeler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's good at it too.
Some I get wrinkles and some I don't.
That's all right. That happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, we just finished eating supper. And the only thing we got left to do now is get up the blood here that was under the kill cones. And I've got to do something with the intestines. That's my favorite part. That's the nasty part. A lot of times I'll throw those in a compost pile and just kind of bury them deep inside the compost pile. But right now I don't have a compost pile that's active, I guess you would say. And so I'm just going to just do away with them. I know you can feed them to your pigs. I have done that a time or two. But I don't know why. Something personally about it just kind of freaks me out. And I don't know. I don't know what it is about that. I don't know. I think that sounds nasty. Even though pigs will eat them and they'll tear them up, I don't like the sound of it. So that's probably not what's going to happen with these. But I want to show you what we do with the blood. Because this blood is diluted down big time with water. So, I mean, if anything, I'd say it's at least 50-50. It may be less than that. And I think this stuff makes a difference for what we do with it here. So I'm going to get me a couple buckets of it here and take you up here and show you what we got going on with it. So you can see there, it's still pretty deep red. But, I mean, there's a lot of water mixed in with this. So what we've always done in the past is just take it and use it around our garden beds and just pour it straight in them. I know a lot of people will take the blood too and add it to their compost pile, and that's cool, that's fine. But we just take it and pour it straight on our plants that we've got growing. So I've got some little collards and cabbage here, and I'm going to pour this bucket by them, and I'm going to pour another bucket by these collards and cabbage, which they don't look like they need anything. They're rocking and rolling right here. And then I'll probably pour a couple more buckets on some of these other beds. And I may actually save a bucket or two, because we got 6 of them. Save a bucket or two and pour it on tomorrow. But anyways, let's get this taken care of. And I think it's about time to go in the house and sit down. But I got to get this done first. I'll just go back and water all that in, and it'll kind of dissolve away. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. It's more of a just kind of sharing with you what we got going on today. And things will soon be slowing down just a little bit for us. Our chickens are done now. The sorghum's done. The gardens are pretty much done. You'll probably be seeing that in an upcoming video. And all we've got left is our pigs for the year. And we'll be done and thinking about next year, I guess. But anyways, y'all, it's about to get dark on me. And I'm going to get this stuff wrapped up. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. And we'll catch you on the next one.